The Valleycast. The Valleycast. And literally just give us a 30-second clip and we'll play it on the show.
Yeah,
it's one of
especially
those
if there's like
things.
funny stuff in there and you can do little jokes you chose.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
thing.
the shorter the better.
21, thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Also,
Yay!
speaking of...
Wait, before you go on, sorry, hold on to that. If you want to submit an intro song to the Valleycast, please do it on our subreddit, which is reddit.com/Thanos
was right.
That was it.
That was
a beautiful intro.
Was that 30 seconds exactly?
It was, yeah.
30
Oh,
seconds.
man. Who did that?
exactly.
Sorry, I closed it by accident because it does that thing where
Yeah, I
like you
get
got
it.
it where it starts playing again.
We'll figure it out.
It's called Vcasti by Franklin.
Hey, Franklin,
Franklin.
you're a brilliant asshole.
Yeah.
It's really funny and,
You're a
and sarcastic.
Sick burn.
Yeah, really funny.
Yeah, I see what you did there. And
A
I
lot
like
of people have never heard this podcast before, and we're just very confused.
And they're like,
I like to think a lot of people anyway. Maybe not. Who knows?
Guys, welcome to the Valleycast. This is our weekly podcast, the Valley Folks Weekly Podcast, where we all just come around this table here and we talk about whatever the fuck we want, each of us at a time.
You did it. You're doing it.
Last
baby.
week, do you guys even remember the fucking
I
last
do.
episode we did?
Only
Was I
'cause-
with you guys?
Yeah, you were.
I was sitting over there.
Do you remember?
Yeah,
I
remember
took
you
the
guys
It
lead.
seemed like it was
on.
2 weeks ago.
It felt like a while
We've
ago.
done a lot. We've been
done a lot.
shooting a lot
We've
this
been
week.
shooting a ton.
We're trying to knock out 2 to 3 videos a day in a means to get ahead on our YouTube and Patreon platforms. And holy crap, it's been a lot.
It also feels like, I don't know
Yeah.
about you guys, but it feels like literally yesterday you were like, well, Friday, tomorrow. And I was like, hold up.
Oh,
That's
yeah, I was there
like-
for that.
I
You were
really-
genuinely shocked.
I genuinely was like, tomorrow's Friday?
I know, it's crazy.
Like, it messed me up
Yeah.
real
It
good.
scares me when that happens.
You guys, we're 4 friends and comedians that sit around a table and talk, and that's the Valley Folk.
Yeah.
That's the Valley Cast.
First thing on the docket today is we've had a panicky couple few days.
Us and
Great.
many
Here
of our
we go.
colleagues.
Here we go.
we
This is also like how we start every cast.
guys,
I feel
just so you know,
Guys,
we've
Something
been
something
terrified.
awful's happened.
We're in turmoil here at the Valley Folk.
Welcome back to the
We're all going to
Valleycast.
hell. We're
This
in a
week's turmoil.
handbasket.
Welcome to our first segment, Code Red.
Yeah, you know what? We actually, to be fair, I was talking to Joe about this. We've remained so creepily calm in it and have primarily focused on making fun videos, and that's been
just
very
like,
nice.
all
But
right.
I think that those two things are connected. How calm we were for this is directly related to us having many traumas
context provide.
So Patreon did a switcheroo on some of their finance stuff to make a more international platform for people, I guess. And in
Which is
doing
theoretically great.
Theoretically great. Good for them. You're growing.
I
you're
love
popping,
euros.
You're having a great time.
I love rubles.
Sometimes when your banking institutions see a charge from continents away, they think that you're being scammed and they shut down those payments. And then oftentimes when that happens, it's very difficult to remind people. They don't feel like, rushing over and signing back up again. And so basically...
And sometimes it does it to a lot of your people.
So we had basically...
Because a lot of people use credit cards.
Yeah. We had about over 6 times as many what's called declines.
And those declines also decline them as patrons.
Right.
Yeah, so they
right.
just lose them as patrons.
So anyway,
Yeah.
all that to say, if you would like to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/thevalleyfolk. But also, we're revamping it soon, and we did a kind of State of the Valley thing on the Patreon today to explain kind of the direction we're going with future stuff. But also, if you did get declined, feel free to hop back home. You want.
Hey, it would be cool if you just went back in.
You just gotta go patreon.com/valleyfolk and just get back on there.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
And many people have, and thank you. And
Yeah.
that's very much appreciated.
It
'cause-
is rebounding, and it was a panic for a lot of people. I mean, it hit us pretty good, but there's some people that it slammed.
It
Like,
slammed
decimated.
I
hard.
saw tweets that were saying 50% of their patrons' payments didn't go
Yeah.
in for
Jesus.
the month, which is just insanity because a lot of people make their living this
Yeah.
way.
Yep.
Yep.
A lot of cosplayers, a lot of creators.
a lot of people in the nerd culture.
Cosplayers
Nerd
like
culture.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like us. Yeah, we
I'm
cosplay as
cosplaying
comedians.
As Lee right now.
Yeah, right.
So yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's our I guess that was our talking
Also,
about
something insane happened yesterday with the Zoom. Are you gonna?
Oh
talk
yeah, I
about
talked
that?
about this on Dynamic Banter, but
well, that's
where did I
insane.
talk about this? Fuck, I don't even remember.
You told us about it.
Did talk about
The
it.
Zoom HX or
Just think that
H6.
we
Sorry,
record
the Zoom
podcast
H6
on.
is what we've been recording the
Our
podcast on.
lifeblood.
Mm-hmm.
The Zoom H6 that Cloverfield started on and Dynamic Banter started on, and then continued into the Valleycast. Yesterday, Mike and I were setting up in this very room for the latest Dynamic Banter episode, which is on iTunes, Dynamic Banter.
I was there as well. It's okay. I'm very quiet and I can blend in very easily.
Elliot was there too, and I didn't put his name in the title because usually we don't get a lot of listens when we put his name in the title.
Well, I don't want to hurt your data, but I can improve your quality, so pick one.
Well, I agree with that fully. In fact, William Haynes was on an episode, and his is the lowest listened to episode of all of the Dynamic Banter episodes.
And I'm sure it's the best.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, William Haynes is a funny kid. Anyway,
Talented boy.
we were setting it up just like normal, and I turn it on, and it turns on, and I see that the battery is dead, and so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put some new batteries in.
Yeah?
There's an entire package of batteries in the corner of the room. I open it up, I put it into the Zoom, turn it on, nothing happens.
Yeah.
I'm like, these are new batteries fresh out of a package. That's not how that works. And then I turned it off and turned it on again. Nothing was happening. And then I kind of flipped it over and started to talk to Elliot and Mike about something. We were engaged in discussion the entire time while we were setting up, like we do. Miss a lot of gold before we record, by the way.
A lot
A
of
lot of fun
camaraderie.
stuff
Good
you'll just never
dynamic
hear.
banter.
It's kind of the benefits of just being our friend and being in our presence.
Did you guys know the conversations occur when the mics are not on?
Believe it or not. And so while I was standing there, maybe seconds passed from when I attempted to turn on and off
Maybe
the Zoom,
seconds.
and I start to smell electrical fire smell.
Sure.
Which is one of the worst smells.
It is
It
one of
is.
the worst. And it's also such a notable. Like I feel like there's a few things like death. You're like that's death. Like animals. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And, like,
When
neighbors.
when the electrical when the electrical burn smell comes out when you're at home, you're like, oh fuck, what's about to
Yes.
explode?
Yeah,
What's
totally,
broken?
totally.
Where's the fire
And
gonna
it's
start?
like it's omnidirectional and ubiquitous because it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you smell it and you never know where it's coming
No.
from. You're running
also,
around your
it's
whole
a hard
house.
one to shake. Have you ever been in a room
Yeah.
that like you're like,
Yeah,
it
it was in here for
the
the day yesterday. But anyway, not only did I start to smell that smell, but I started to see smoke emerge from the battery compartment on the H6
insane.
in my
Smoke,
left
real
hand.
smoke. You saw the smoke?
I saw the smoke.
Smoke
There was
confirmed.
A real amount of smoke. It looked like a magician had done like a
Like a little
it was like,
trick, yeah.
look,
And that's
It
why I
was
said
like the-
afterwards, I was like, and for my next trick,
yeah. And it was still very funny. And that's just one of the many conversations.
It was
we
like the
have
tiny
when the mics
audio
are-
pope was chosen. We have a new tiny audio pope.
that's good. Yeah. But my favorite thing was
Ooh, that
Mike's
took me
reaction.
way too long to get.
That's come on, man. Mike's reaction to it was so funny to me because we were all just in shock watching smoke come out of the H6. The second I noticed the smoke, I just like ripped the batteries out and threw them to the ground. But I looked to Mike and I was like, "You guys seeing this? This is smoke!" And then I turned to Mike and Mike's just like. He's just laughing. He doesn't like say anything. He's just
and
laughing.
Mike was the first person to just go, "Yeah, that's a dead Zoom. That's
Yeah,
not
he
gonna
did
work
say
anymore."
that.
And then me being me was like, "Nah, I'm sure it's
We
fine.
can fix
Everything
it.
will work
Yeah.
out.
Everything will
it's
work
fine."
out.
And Mike was right. It's a dead Zoom, and
it
so
didn't work out.
This happened yesterday, so we were freaking out because we had to record the Valleycast today, which is what we're recording now. And so
I mean, do we
went,
just sell the Zoom? Do we
we could
like,
sell the
sign
broken
it
Zoom,
and
yeah,
sell
we
it,
could.
You know,
someone want a broken Zoom?
Lord? Does
We could
anyone want a broken
meticulously
Zoom?
take it apart and learn all about it.
Oh, I love that, Joe. Together
You
as a
would love
summer
that.
project.
You would actually really
yeah.
love that.
I'd be
That's
like,
right
oh,
up your
cool.
alley to be like screws.
Part of me kind of
baby
loves the idea of
screws.
taking it apart and
This
messing
thing-
with it.
Hey, look at all this stuff that we don't understand, and
Yeah,
now that it's
exactly.
apart, we still don't know. Let's put it back together. Nope, can't. Dead Zoom. Bye.
Anyway, so yeah, now we have a new Zoom thanks to Joe Beretta. He went to
Beretta.
Sammy's camera.
Went to Film Tools.
Film Tools, sorry.
After
They're
going to
similar, they're
Fry's, and
similar.
Fry's was like, nope, don't got it.
I'm
Which
telling you, there was a run on it. I went to Guitar Center and dealt with a 55-year-old man named Zed.
Yeah.
And I'm positive was high out of his mind.
I'm sure
on
he
some
can
sort
play.
of opiate.
He probably play Stairway on any of those guitars.
He guaranteed can, but he can't find me a Zoom.
he'll show you without asking.
Yeah, he certainly will. So anyway, yeah, that's what happened yesterday. Can I transition into my topic?
Please
Yeah.
do.
Okay, cool. So last week we talked about cartoon reboots. Muppet Babies had been rebooted.
I wanted Animaniacs.
Updated for a new generation. It's computer animated. Lee wanted Animaniacs. Who cares what you guys picked?
Sure.
You listened to the last
He did
episode. We're
Batman.
not talking about that anyway.
Got it.
Let me move on. Tangents.
Thank you.
So anyway, we talked about cartoons last week. So this week, I want to bring up that I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Alf has been
Yes, I've heard about
announced
it.
to be rebooted.
My favorite
Alf.
tweet. I have to.
Oh, it's official?
You need to find it
It's
because
official.
I want to shout this person out. But there was a beautiful tweet about it that they said they put up the little like friggin' thing that said Alf was getting rebooted, and it was like closes computer, shakes head, walks into the sea.
Yeah.
Like it's just someone had been working on an Alf reboot and was just like, all right, just like walks
My
away.
life's work is complete.
We're done.
Yeah, there's a lot of like fun tweets about everyone making fun of Alf, and frankly, I don't appreciate it.
Steve, I know you know the answer, but I'm going to ask you too. Do you know what the Alf's like famous catchphrase was?
No.
Do you know, Lee?
Do you know, Lee?
I do. The second you say it, I'm going to be very upset because I'm positive I had a shirt with the phrase
So
on
now I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, Steve, and we're both going to say it because then that will prove whether or not
Yeah.
I think mine is the one that is actually the one. Ready?
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
sure.
1, 2, 3.
Ha!
Where's the
I
cat?
kill me, you fucking asshole! You knew it was ha, I kill me,
No,
but you
man.
changed
Where's
the
the
term.
cat?
Where's the cat?
Where's
I
the
kill
cat?
me.
That was it. Ha, I kill me.
Kill me. Didn't he have something else? on
Where's the
there?
cat? Ha! Where's the cat?
I don't
'Cause
think
he-
really where's the cat.
Yeah, he
was the
wanted to eat
slogan.
the cat.
Well, yeah, I know,
That
but
was
I don't
obvious.
think. I mean, but I don't think he
Like,
had a
are
cat.
He
they
wanted to eat the
worried-
fucking cat, Steve.
And this is the truth, guys. Are they worried about how misogynistic Alf was? Like, how are they going to change that during these times?
I'm sure someone's worried. Someone out there is
Where's the cat?
legitimately
Betty,
worried.
do your goddamn fucking job and find the cat.
Incessant misogyny of Alf. I'm just a little bit worried as to how they're going to play to it in this day and age.
I love Alf, and I watched Alf a lot
Yeah,
as a
me too.
child.
I love Alf.
And
I
there was
did
an Alf
too.
cartoon, by the way, also, which
Yeah.
featured his Mel Mackian
Yep.
brothers and sisters.
Is the reboot Puppet?
Puppet?
That's unknown. Well, let me read to you
Well,
just.
what are they going to do? They
Let me
can't
read
do
to you.
CGI.
Variety has posted an article saying Alf reboot in development at Warner TV. Warner Television is in the early stages of developing a reboot of the classic sitcom Alf. Variety has confirmed with sources. No writers yet attached to the project, which would again explore the misadventures of the titular cat-eating Alf.
I love
Do you know what
him
ALF
so much.
stands for? It's also an
Alien
acronym.
Something life form, right?
There it is, alien
Okay.
life form. Yeah.
Nice.
I just
Did you know that,
yawned.
Joe? Did you not know
yawned
that?
No, I
a
did.
big
No,
one.
I'm just
I'm
waiting
sorry.
to. I'm gonna play a game with y'all, and we're gonna cast
No,
Alf after
I
you're
love
done.
Well, okay,
Alf.
that's where I'm going with this.
Okay, so yeah, I actually I'm a little torn on it because I actually grew up loving it. So I think I'd be really excited to see only if they're going full puppet, only if they're.
Oh my God, this is so cool. Listen to this.
Okay, I'm ready.
One idea that has reportedly been discussed for the reboot would involve Alf emerging from Area 51, where he has been held captive
Yep.
since the original series finale,
Yeah.
and observing how much the world has changed since that time. I would love that so much.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
If it just continues
Yeah,
from...
it's like a blast from the past.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's gonna be the cold
Oh
open.
my God, that means that all his friends are dead.
Quite possibly.
Yeah,
The
quite
cold open
possibly.
is going to be him
Yeah.
escaping, and then the doors opening, and smoke's going to be billowing out, and then all of a sudden you'll see the little silhouette, and you won't see his legs because you only see him
Yeah.
from the waist up, and then the smoke will dissipate and zoom on his face.
He
and
walks
he'll
out
go,
into human.
"Where's the cat?"
Joe.
I love.
So
he loves
everyone's
us so
confused.
much.
I'm
No
out.
one-
I'm out. I have no idea what's going
Where's
on.
the cat?
I don't get it.
Because his
I have no
catchphrase was
point of
100%. Did you not watch Elf?
bet
I'm
you
growing up?
familiar with it.
Search.
Never watched it.
Oh, we watched it a
Google
lot
it.
growing up. I think because it was a real safe one for my family.
I actually
You know.
don't remember the tone of the show. I remember it was silly
It
inherently
was very
because
silly,
it was a puppet.
and I think who's the main guy that was like the guy that always dealt with him? What was his name?
Old
Willie!
white guy.
Willie!
Yeah.
You call him Willie!
But the old white guy, I do remember he was very dry, and it was very
he
good
was
delivery. Like, he was very
Alf.
like, yeah.
What are
It
you
was
doing?
almost
very
like
Harry and the
Moranis-y, yes.
Hendersons.
Yeah,
Like, same
yeah.
damn
Totally.
thing.
Well, there was a younger brother, and there was an older sister, and then later on, looks like there was a baby.
He goes home in the finale, right?
I guess he gets captured by Area 51.
Really?
No.
There is an
I
episode.
thought he went home.
There
in
is an
egg.
episode.
No, that's Mork and Mindy.
Yes, he went. There was an episode of Alf where he has like a pirate radio. I'm sorry, Elliot. We got to talk about philosophy for you to listen. Is that what's going on over here?
He's listening. He just
Still
doesn't have
listening.
anything to say.
All right.
Meanie. fucking mean
I'm
person.
sorry, for you to be interested.
Hey,
No, I just feel left out.
philosophically speaking, that was a dick move.
Well, if you listen, I'm
Yeah.
explaining Alf.
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
There was an episode of Alf where he had like a ham radio and he like tuned in to like his planet's like distress message
Frequency.
Yeah, and it said like, we're looking for our brother. Oh, what was his name? He has a different name. They call him on Melmac. He has a different name,
yeah,
like
he
Gordon
does.
or something. I swear it's like
Gordon.
Gordon.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, but and then he like tries to call back to them and it's really sad and the thing breaks and he's just like real sad about it. But I think he gets visited by some family members and he's like, I want to stay with my family. And so that's what happens.
touching.
No, because I don't
stuff.
think he went. I don't remember him going home. I remember Third Rock from the Sun. They all.
Oh,
went
Third
home.
Rock from the Sun was
That's
such
how
a good
they
show.
did. It was such a good.
Okay, so anyway, so Alf is being rebooted.
Got it.
And this is insane. And so this is exciting. Joe, you wanted to ask who you would cast in the reboot.
Yeah,
Like
who
as Alf?
I know who I would cast as Alf.
Who did the original voice of Alf?
The guy that like created it. He's just
Great.
this guy.
Good.
Yeah.
I just
Like
have
a
a
Justin
feeling,
Roiland
and I'll
thing.
ask you guys where it goes. But real quick before we do that game, unless you have another thing.
Well, I was just gonna ask, since we did cartoons last time, what shows from when you were a child, live action, would you like to see remade?
I
don't wanna
answered
see
that
any
last
of it.
week
You
because
said
I forgot
Frasier.
that was
yeah,
it.
Right,
but
you
but
did.
I'm gonna
Elliot,
strongly
you can just sit
disagree
this one
with
out.
you.
I'm sitting this one out.
But I'm gonna say because you're
I'm gonna
saying
take a
you
turn on
want
this.
to
I'm
see
sitting
it.
this one
I
out.
do not. And this is coming from someone who has honestly seen every single episode of Frasier at least 3 to 4 times. That's not a bit. I've seen that and Bob's
Wait,
Burgers.
you don't want to see it just because you don't
I
want him to ruin it, or
I
that
don't
whole
want him to
thing?
ruin it because
Yeah.
I don't think David Hyde Pierce is on board and he is essential.
Oh, if
to
there's no
it.
David Hyde Pearson, of course, yeah.
No,
I assume
he's
it's
essential.
the same show.
Also,
yeah.
also, there's something
Well,
to be
it can't
said.
be
There's
because
no
the dad's not
Dad's
there.
dead.
Yeah,
Like,
you're right. You're right.
He's
You're right.
so.
He's not in
such a key
Seattle
thing,
either.
And I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you're
just-
right. Then it would be, and I said
Then it would
animated
just be
series. That's-
Kelsey Grammer being that you
Yeah.
know like
Hey, dude.
I watch opera and I vote
And I always
character,
thought, like,
and it's
the-
too much.
Yeah.
Hey, dude.
I didn't
Hey,
always love
dude,
the Roz
yes.
character.
You
Hey,
want to
dude,
see
to
Hey
come on.
Dude?
That's so stupid and
Oh
weird.
my God.
It's a little wild and a
Oh my
little
God.
strange.
When
When you make your home out on the range.
Yippee
Ding 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 ding.
ki-yay.
Yippee-ki-ya, what?
Like the cowboys say. Yippee
Jesus, they always
Get along,
remember
little
all
doggy.
these.
Like
It's
the
amazing.
It's weird
Like
when
the
you
break of
realize
day?
that
I don't
we
know. Tell
had
the
till
break
the
of
break
day.
of day.
Camp on.
How that gets
How that sticks
you
in your
remember?
head.
Yeah, it's like
Just
it's,
too much.
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Watch too much
You
of
guys
it.
have thought
That being said, I literally this morning was going, bet you they're great, bet you they're grand. Na, na, na. I remembered every word to the Annie
What is that?
thing.
Oh, Annie.
Maybe far away or maybe real nearby. They may be gone and maybe he may. Like I remembered every word. So that's how I
It's,
know. But hey,
Gets-
dude,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
watched
real-
a
you
lot
got
of it.
all of it?
Yeah, it's interesting how our brain folds choose to remember things like theme songs, but I can't solve a double variable algebra equation
Yeah.
No,
anymore.
I will
Well,
never.
yeah,
But in all
yeah.
fairness, right now in your life, you're not using double algebra, and you are for sure
But
using
I'm,
a hey dude.
but I'm
thing.
also not utilizing Easy E's "Gimme That Nut," and I can do it all from heart.
I bet if they made the double variable algebra equation
Into a film.
really
Yeah.
like would have a nice rhythm, you probably could have done it.
yeah.
If they made
We
it catchier.
Yeah, just mnemonic
That's
device.
true.
Like remember
Like
1, 2,
A
3,
squared?
4, 5,
Yeah,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Never had that. They were just
Really?
like it starts with 1 and then it goes to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, the,
didn't
like
have-
a squared plus
Well,
b
you had
squared
A,
equals c
B,
squared.
C, D,
Yeah, that's a good
E,
one.
F, G. Yeah.
Washington, Jefferson, Adams, or no,
Alabama
Matthew, Mark,
and Alaska,
Matthew,
Arkansas,
Mark,
can-
Luke, and John, Acts and Romans, and
You're good
Corinthians,
with the answer. I know this one too.
Peter, John,
Genesis,
John,
it's
Judah,
Genesis,
Revelation,
Exodus,
or something.
Leviticus, Numbers,
Whoa.
and Deuteronomy.
Were you guys in a
Yeah.
cult?
Yes.
Now slit your wrist and drink your blood. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's how it went.
Oh,
that was
man.
the third verse, Joe.
I'm sorry. Well, that's the only one I paid
Yeah,
attention
definitely
to.
not Frasier now. I'm
Definitely not
off
Frasier
on
now that
Frasier.
you know. But
I was joking about Hey Dude, by the way.
Oh, I would do Pete and Pete, or at least
I was gonna say
was
Pete and
good.
Pete,
even
yeah.
though
Pete was
like,
really good.
But even though like I'm mostly against like rebooting shows where they were so magical in their original senses, like you're saying about Frasier. I think if they could make a show with the people who created Pete and Pete, with some of the writers, and made the tone as like weird and like
it was
Yep.
very weird. And I remember that being a show that like emphasized it was okay to be weird. And
Yeah.
that made me really happy.
yeah.
Yeah, their like depiction of adults in that
Yeah.
show and a lot of those like old Nickelodeon shows kind of like really shaped my view of what it is to be like an adult to this
Yeah,
day. Like they're these very
Yeah.
eccentric, weird people. It's very cool.
Snick at night, baby.
Snick at Night.
Snick, yeah.
I don't
Lee,
have
how
any
about
that I actually want. I mean, Alf actually is one that I'm like kind of excited about, sadly, because I don't normally like reboots because I get sad about them ruining good things. But I don't know. I think I'm on board with it.
Yeah.
From my childhood, at least. There's
I'm
like
always
those
down.
ones that I'm like,
But you
really
saw,
like that.
I think it's interesting. I mean, we're doing this like, I don't know, like if we can talk about. There's a party that's. Can we talk about that? Does it matter?
Nah.
Okay. Well, there's a thing, and then there's that movie you saw.
Yeah.
The puppets
which
are
I
coming back.
will not
But
talk about either.
Puppets
Right. Oh, okay. It's just
have
there's like
a resurgence. You mean like there's a resurgence of puppets, is what you're saying?
I didn't want to be
The use of imagination.
I didn't want to open
in
Pandora's
different
box in that way, but it does seem like puppets are coming back.
But I
in
feel like
some
there's
way.
always a 5-year thing. Because remember, there was like the Muppets show, which I was the only one that liked
Muppets
it. I was
Tonight?
the only.
Or are you
no,
talking about the
not-
ABC
the actual
one, yeah.
ABC one?
Muppets.
Because
I
it was
like The
funny.
Office.
It was actually done like it was like a documentary. It was funny. Like it was written really well and like
yeah, they had fun
funny
with it. Fun stars.
I mean, like literally, Fozzie Bear like Doug goes on a Twitter rant and like gets fired. Like it's funny. Like it was like cracked me up. I was like, I don't know. I kind of liked it, but. You know, I feel like every 5 to 8 years they're like maybe another Muppet movie, but
Yeah.
I also think it's something that will never go away, really,
Muppets, I think,
because
is
it's
fine.
such a
the fact that
nostalgic thing.
other puppets seem to be popping out. It's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. I'm not just referencing our
But just like
beloved
another-
ones, but yeah.
Well, and the Valley folk. We were talking about. we
Yeah,
were
okay,
talking
so
about,
we're back after a little.
Sorry,
technical.
we had a technical.
Sorry for
we probably didn't even
We're
have to
sorry.
see this with editing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. But okay, so I
to
was
say
I
it.
was going into the deep recesses of my brain to try to find like a weird thing that was live action when I watched as a kid. Did you guys ever watch Parker Lewis?
Yes,
Explains
Can't
it-
Lose.
Can't lose. Yes.
Parker Lewis Can't Lose.
Explains it all. I just combined it with Clarissa.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
funny. But Parker Lewis
Yeah.
Can't Lose. I thought it was so weird and
Yeah.
off base, and it was a high school.
It was like Saved by the Bell, but like Wes Anderson.
with it was
sort
really cool, like camera angles, and it was just
Mm-hmm.
offbeat comedy. It was really fun. It was a USA show.
Yeah.
Because USA did a lot of like really experimental out there stuff. Like
What is USA now?
Up All Night.
Is it still USA?
No, I think it became something
TBS?
else. I don't know.
I don't
USA
know.
had like the weird science show or something.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
Superstation?
No.
Oh.
What was that?
I think it was
Is that a
before,
Florida thing, maybe?
Yeah, maybe it was a Florida thing. I think it became USA or something like that.
Oh, I've heard it. Yes, I know what you're
Superstation
talking about.
or
It's
TV.
Superstation.
TNN. Do you remember
TNN?
TNN?
Turner Network. I don't know.
TNN?
The
Yeah.
network TNN?
Yeah, that's still a thing, right?
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
No, Parker Lewis.
Yeah, Parker
that-
Lewis was fun.
You need a very charismatic lead to pull off
Yeah.
that show, but then you surround it with a bunch of just goofballs.
there
It's
was
really
a
good.
there was a guy, I forgot his name, was like Jerry or something like that. It was his friend, and he was like the nerdy guy, and he wore this big like lab coat or like.
Do you want to
Yeah.
be Jerry?
I always wanted to when I was a
Yeah.
kid, but he would like pull anything you needed out
Yeah.
of his jacket when you needed
That's
it,
great.
and it would make a Velcro sound. It'll go.
Do you know what the
I
show
love
was?
it.
The show was Saved by the Bell mixed with Ferris Bueller. That's
Yeah.
what that show was. And it was very
Oh.
good. And it wasn't a sitcom. It was a single camera.
Yeah.
It was really,
Weird.
really
Do you
Sounds
remember the thing they did like every episode?
No.
They did synchronized watches.
Yes.
And they would all put their hands in the shot,
Ding,
and they'd
ding,
all
ding.
have different watches, and they just make sure their watches were synchronized
Yeah.
for like the mission that they were
There,
going
wasn't there
on.
like a moose character, like the big bully dumb, like there was
Yeah,
like a
Bull. I think his name was Bull or
Yes!
something, yeah.
Oh man, Night Court.
Night Court!
Night Court.
That's another good one.
I would. Okay, here's the thing.
Kubiak.
This is actually not.
Kubiak was the bully's name. From Parker
Damn,
Lewis.
Good job. Wow. I'm high fiving you. You said it with such confidence. You could be so wrong. It doesn't
No,
matter.
I'm
'cause
telling
right
you
now
it's
I
No,
really
it
Kubiak.
might
have
be
you.
Kubiak.
No,
Night Court
that's
is
the sound of somebody who
100%
knows it.
one that I watched a lot of Night Court a couple years ago because I was like writing actually like a new Night Court thing, and it God, it was so good.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was so good.
they
Dude,
could-
Parker Lewis was a Fox show.
Was it Fox?
Whoa!
I bet you it ran in syndication on
Yeah,
USA.
must have.
If
Yeah.
they could do a reboot or some kind of nice, like, nostalgic show like Wonder Years, but maybe not set in, like, that
I
era.
actually kinda like
and not
that it was
screw it
set
up, it'd be
in-
cool.
yeah,
I mean, I
yeah.
love that era, but if
Yeah.
they could, like, if it's like,
Like
20
what's
years
the
later,
version for now?
like the 80s version, or
Some
like
people
the
would
90s
contend
version. They have the
it's-
Goldbergs.
I was gonna say there's the Goldbergs. The middle is kind of that way.
The middle
middle's
is
cool.
definitely that way. I like the middle a
It
lot.
doesn't have the narration, I don't think.
No, it does. It's
Yeah.
Patricia Heaton
Yeah,
narrates
Patricia
it.
Heaton,
Yeah,
yeah.
she narrates the whole.
That's
But
just-
she only does like it's a beginning and end. It's like and sometimes middle. It's like a setting up and ending a
Yeah.
thing. And same with Goldberg's has a narration. That's Patton Oswalt that does it.
I love
Um,
I love that in the middle.
Hey,
It's
Bill
The
Lawrence,
middle is a really
I
good.
could handle some
girl.
Scrubs
What's her name that
coming
plays
back.
Sue?
so good.
Is so.
Did
good.
everyone
So
say
fun.
their favorite shows from childhood to be rebooted?
I mean, I'm gonna go pro Alf because I can't think of any
Okay.
that I want. I so badly. That being said, I mean, I want like a third Rock from the Sun. I would
Yeah.
actually appreciate
Oh my
that,
God, yeah.
especially because
John Lithgow
nowadays
again?
John Lithgow.
Oh, that'd be
Today
amazing, yeah.
at my dentist's office, I saw that there's a Raven like spin-off show. Do you remember that show? That's
That's a Raven. Yeah.
There's a spin-off show, and it's about Raven's kids or something.
Oh,
And
okay.
Raven's in it. This is real.
I thought you were
This is
going to
real?
reference the daytime talk show that Raven Simone
Yeah,
is
that she's
now.
currently
No, this is
on.
Raven
The View.
Simone is in this thing. It's a reboot. I forgot what it's called, but her son or something has the same powers.
Yeah. I mean, if you really think back, it wasn't the best powers.
They
but-
did that with like a show with all of the villains' kids, right? Wasn't that?
Yeah,
you would know
Disney.
that, Joe.
Wasn't it? He was Disney
Oh, it's,
Descendants.
Descendants.
That
yeah.
sounded
Yeah.
like it should have worked, but it didn't, huh?
It was
Descendants?
bad.
Or is it very
It was
popular?
very bad.
It was real
Huge.
bad.
My daughter loves it.
Oh, it's still going?
It's not for us. It's going.
Oh.
Into
It's
not.
It's going into the third movie. It's massive.
Oh, wow.
It's
Okay.
Wow.
but it's bad. It is.
Well, it's
bad.
like Twilight, right?
Just
But
to
with
clarify.
Disney
It's bad.
characters?
Just to clarify, it's very bad.
Mine's definitely Wonder Years. I think I would go.
Yeah,
with.
Wonder
that'd be
Years was
so
really good. It was actually
It's a fun-
super.
The tone of
super
that
good.
show was good, too, because
So
it was
good.
like dramatic when it needed to be. It was
Yep.
funny. It had like...
But also, that was one of the first parlays of like Fred Savage was such a good kid actor.
Yeah.
Like he was
So
such a
fun.
good kid actor.
They all were, and the dad was just
know.
this presence that
Yeah.
with a look of his eyes, you were scared, and
Yep.
it was like
He
just
truly was intimidating.
just a true
yeah.
patriarch. But then he could do the thing where he cared in a second.
Mhm.
Ah, it was
mean,
so
yeah.
good.
And the mom was like keeping in kind of a sadness for being kind of... She was just
Yeah.
a snapshot
Yes.
of the
Yeah.
of the 60s, basically.
It
She
really
was just
was,
this
yeah.
housewife who like was sad on the inside, but happy.
Jerk brother.
The
Yeah,
one
the
that
jerk
reminds me
brother.
the most of that in a weird way, and it could parlay. It doesn't remind me of like the '60s thing of it, but like the whole dynamic is the Goldbergs. But then, if you guys ever watch Fresh Off the Boat,
I've heard it's good,
dude,
though.
it's really good. It's all
I heard it's
90s
great.
stuff
Yeah.
too. Randall Park is in it. He's so good. Constance
My
Wu-
friend does makeup on that show.
Dude, it's a really good show. It's funny. It's like a funny freaking show. And
That's cool.
I don't know. I really like. It's also like it goes so back to the '90s that there's so many things that they pick up that
Yeah.
you're like, oh my god, beautiful.
I need
Like,
to watch some of these, like just a couple episodes of these.
just to like, it's also just a
shows.
sitcom thing, 'cause especially Fresh Off
Yeah.
the Boat has been going on for a very long
Yeah.
time. So they've been.
I didn't know it was still on.
It's good, and
didn't
it
know
also
either.
has really big people that like are that you actually love. You
Yeah,
know, it's like
yeah.
it has like Goldberg's has David Koechner on it all the
Yeah, I
time.
love
I
him.
love David Koechner, and then what's his name has. Oh, I'm gonna mess up. I don't know. Paul Scheer. Fresh Off the Boat always has Paul Scheer on it. It's like it has really good people on it that you're like, yeah, this
we
is good.
pitched something to David Koechner's people like a while back at SourceFed, and it was something like Santa Steve with David Koechner or something. And his people were like, David doesn't want to do this. I was like, okay,
David's not on
totally,
board.
I totally get
David.
that.
Yeah, and
I
that
was actually
makes sense.
assuming that going into it.
Yeah, and they probably didn't even ask him. They were probably just like, he doesn't.
No,
wanna
he
do
doesn't
this.
want to do this. And David's like, just really wish I could have a Santa thing. that
Yeah.
I do.
We're Santa.
That's not a good David Koechner.
Oh, come on now.
We're not.
Yeah, you're right. It's like the Grinch. Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
With the into the camera.
Will you
can
try to do?
Can
Who
you
can
do
do
it
a
into
Koechner?
this,
Can anyone try to do a Koechner?
Pow. Okay.
What does he say
Right.
in Anchorman?
Whammy.
Zowie, whammy,
Whammy.
Oh, yeah. Whammy. Yeah.
God.
Who? I just,
No, I'm not gonna
What?
try.
What?
though. I'm not gonna try and do it. Oh no, Mark Ruffalo's coming back, everyone.
Oh, please do Mark Ruffalo again.
Yeah, has it improved?
Nope, it's still Robert De
What are you guys
Niro.
talking about?
It's still Robert. How is his tongue out? This
Why
is
does that-
insane?
It's so extreme.
It's so extreme. It's too extreme.
I don't want to turn into the green guy.
Oh my God!
No.
It's 100% Robert De Niro face.
I think it becomes Robert
From
De
the
Niro
nose
when
down,
you freeze
yes.
it on the end, but I think Mark Ruffalo comes back to a more slightly neutral.
Yeah, I
face.
guess you're right, man.
So he goes into it, but then he
Yeah.
comes back out and kind of
Yeah.
like has a more normal neutral. You kind of
can't. This
you're
is
going
insane.
like all the way in and
Yeah,
staying
yeah.
there like putty. I think if you come back, it'd be a slightly
I'll work
more.
on it. I'll loosen back to normal
Please.
after it. Yeah.
Work on it.
I'll work on it.
or freeze frame it just like that because it's also funny like that.
Oh, I love
Who's
it.
next?
Who's next?
Well, before we jump into part 2, I'd like to talk a little bit about MeUndies.
Oh, please.
MeUndies.
Oh,
You guys, we're huge fans of MeUndies. They're in all of our drawers. My
And all of our drawers.
And on the floor of my bedroom.
Sorry.
Ooh.
That's the second time today.
You've hit it.
I'm sorry.
My top drawer is now it's got like little MeUndies landmines in it,
Yeah,
which
it's
I'm
nice.
searching through all my crap old underwear.
Isn't
and
that
I'm,
always fun to just be like,
Yeah.
none of these are
I
good.
know.
I'm not happy now until I find MeUndies, and that's not a lie.
My top drawer has some sex toys in it and some tape for sexual use, but also there's underwear and socks.
And what kind of underwear is it, Steve?
MeUndies.
Yep,
That's interesting.
always
That's right.
and forever.
That's
Yeah.
It
right.
has
Where
to be.
where would we get said MeUndies if we wanted to try it? If we were like, we've been on the fence for a while. We've talked about MeUndies before, but now
Oh.
people are like, you know what? They're right. I do deserve
Oh,
to
well,
treat
then
myself.
here, let me jump ahead really quick, and then we'll talk about it a
Oh,
little bit
okay.
more. You can
Oh,
go
sorry.
to MeUndies.com/The Valley. That's MeUndies.com/The Valley to get 15% off your first pair, free shipping, and 100% satisfaction guarantee. And now is a good time to go because they just launched a brand new membership campaign
Yeah.
where you can level up your top drawer just like us each month. Members gain access to exclusive prints that no one else can get. They get special membership pricing on every product MeUndies makes, and you can switch styles or skip any month you want. So it's instead of getting just the underwear every month, you have a little bit more of an opportunity to
Joe and
grab
I
them whenever
actually,
you want.
we
Oh,
got to
great.
see some of the upcoming prints coming
Oh,
out.
they're amazing.
Dude, they're so cool.
I don't even know if we can talk about
We
them.
can't talk about them at all, but all I can say is that I remember seeing them and being like, I cannot wait. I want them so badly.
Yeah.
But,
I'm excited because
they
I'm
are
due
our
for some.
favorite because they use a micromodal fabric, which is 3 times softer than regular cotton, and that's truth because I don't like wearing my other underwear anymore. It's a problem, and yeah. What's your favorite prints?
I like the avocado.
I like the avocado as
Banana.
I
well.
also like the bananas.
Bananas are
I'm
cool.
a big fan of the Nana.
And I'm
Banana's nice.
I'm wearing some emoji guys right now.
Yeah. Did you guys get the jellyfish?
Yes,
Yeah,
the glow in
I
the
love
dark
them.
jellyfish.
Yeah,
Jellyfish.
they're really great.
Oh, I don't
They're
have
so
that.
good.
That sounds
Jellyfish
nice.
are nice.
I got
Anyways,
these weird geometric ones, and they're real nice and cute. Oh, and
I
I
like
got
the
ones that
geometric.
have the rocket pops and smiley faces.
and you're
That's
just
cool.
you're just talking undies. You can also get socks and bralettes.
Yeah, you can get socks and bralettes.
And I
Say
didn't know what a
what?
bralette was, but now Lee has educated me. Now I
Just a
know.
bra, but it's nice and comfortable.
Right, it's like a fabric-y bra,
Yeah, it's like
right?
a fabric. It's like not
Yeah.
as much hardware. It's
Yeah.
not doing all the work.
So yeah, go check it out. Oh, and with the bralettes and the underwears, like you can do a little thing, a little partner stuff. You can all get matching underwear, get gifts for your lady,
that's
get gifts
true.
for your man.
You guys can be twins.
So it's okay if you're alone and you just want some underwear for yourself.
And
too.
it's okay if you put your dog in your underwear too.
Get your mom and dad a pair of underwear.
Get your mom and
Oh,
dad a
Mom
pair.
and dad, here
Yeah.
you go.
Good
Find
call.
out your mom's underwear size and then buy her a pair.
Yeah, that's not weird. Do it. She raised you.
Dear Mom.
Here we go. That's MeUndies.com/The Valley. MeUndies.com/ not The Valley. Sorry, that's MeUndies.com/Valley. MeUndies.com/Valley.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Fixed it right
I like
there.
it.
Check it out.
Cool. Awesome, Joe. Thank you very much. Do you
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
topic you want to bring
Do you
up?
have a topic?
Yes, I do. So yesterday I had to not drop my daughter off. I went to her school for registration. She's entering 6th grade, and it was the whole like,
Oh, that's the real grade.
yeah, it's about to get heavy.
Shit.
But we did the thing where you walk through and you pick up your PE clothes and you pick up textbooks and you pick up all of the essentials for your first day of school, which is she got her schedule. Remember when you got your schedule and you saw what classes you were going to
The
get?
rooms. I was always terrified I wasn't going to find the room.
Yep.
And sometimes I didn't.
No.
And this
my
is
fears came
the
true.
first year where she's doing a rotation schedule. So it's like you get 6, 7
yeah.
classes on your thing. It's really cool. And it's
Dude, she's gonna
exciting.
meet future boyfriends,
Yeah.
future
Oh, yeah.
future best friends, future
Sixth
bullies.
6th grade was
Yep.
such
Yeah.
a big deal for me. I got my first bra in 6th grade.
Was it a bralette from MeUndies.com?
From MeUndies.com.
It wasn't
Valley.
actually
Valley.
when
But anyways, when I was overcome with excitement for Hayden, but also just like a feeling of nostalgia of
Yeah.
the excitement of the first day of school, of going back every single year,
It's
and the
so
memories that would
true.
filter in from it. And I miss it. I miss walking through the halls of education where you would learn all day, you would socialize with friends, and that was kind of your existence and your responsibility. And I just want to talk about that.
No, it was. It was
first
so
day of school
exciting.
memories.
Yeah.
I
stuff
loved
like that.
it. I mean, I do remember. I felt like summer was like, it's really good in the sense. I think it's changed since we've actually been younger too. Like how much summer has, because the summer was long when we were young. It was 3
Is it not
months. It
long
was like
anymore?
no, not
It's-
really.
It's truncated a little bit, but I also think for Hayden, because she's younger and time is relative, I think it still feels long to her.
Okay, because it's one of those where like it got to the point where summer you're like, oh, like you're kind of itchy, and you're like, and then so by the time you would get like school stuff, and you got to like get like go back and get all your school clothes and your school books.
We have school clothes shopping coming up this
I wanted
weekend.
to go to. I like going to Target and getting like the new notepads.
Yes,
and
me
like, the
too.
new,
And
like
crayons.
folders.
You always got a box of crayons that you
Yeah.
never needed or used.
Did you guys rock like the little like supply box?
Yes.
Dude,
Yeah.
I like the supply box that had like buttons that would like trigger open the eraser side, and there'd be like the pencil top would
That's
flip open. And there'd be
cool.
pencils in there. I like that a lot.
Your mom loved you.
I felt like Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember there was a brand that did like erasers and pens, and they were like super bright colored?
Lisa Frank.
Lisa Frank?
Not Lisa Frank. It was like a more of
I know what you're talking
like a
about.
Yaz
Yes.
or like a Gaz or like
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
kind of a,
I know
forget
what
the
you're talking
brand
about.
name. If anybody
And it was
is
such a
out there
big
listening
deal.
and knows.
I don't know if it was a big deal to you guys, but like backpacks were so, like picking the right one.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
What
you're
it looked
rocking
like
that
was
thing
such
all
a big
year.
deal all year long.
Fashion
Also,
statement.
like you want to be cool,
Mm-hmm.
and it was such a big deal. Like what would be perceived as cool
Yep.
for a backpack? It
Yeah.
was a big
What's
deal.
that? What's that print going to be? Is it going to be utilitarian? What are you going to do?
No.
So I want to talk about just like some of the fun moments in those first couple weeks, and I think one of the first ones is, and I think most schools do this now. I'd be interested to know if yours did. You never knew who your homeroom was, or if it was before rotation schedules, who your class was until they posted it up on the school.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a week before school started. And
I've seen it
everybody
in
would
movies
rush
and
and like
stuff.
try to find what class they're in, see who's in the class with them.
I don't-
Did you guys have that?
I've seen it in
No.
movies. I never saw it
Yeah.
IRL. No.
It does sound
No.
like something out of a
No
like,
way, you guys
movie,
never
yeah.
had that?
Mm-mm.
No, well, I think I had a very small. I was Yosemite High School.
Yeah.
So it was a very small.
I guess
small thing.
During like orientation, you mean you get like and find out where.
That's part of it, but for us and even for Hayden now, they're posting the homerooms on like a door in the school, and all the parents and the kids go to the school, and you
I
can
never
see
had a
what you're in.
homeroom
We
because I
never-
went to an arts. High
I never had a
school. I went from,
homeroom either.
private,
We had a
so-
home. Well, we didn't have a
Oh
homeroom
man, it was
either.
Yeah.
it was the best because you'd run up and there'd be this feeling of anticipation. Then you just search for your name. It's like a treasure hunt for yourself. Like X marks the spot,
And that
you're
would be like
you're
the first
gold.
period.
That's
Is that
fun.
what that is? Or
It would be, well, if you're
Yeah.
older in rotation schedule, yes. But if like 5th, 6th grade, you have one class. This is the class you're in, and it's all the names. So you'd see your friends,
yes,
and you'd
so
see
you
who's going to
guys
be in
would-
it with
yeah,
you.
so we did
I
that
see.
for sure.
Yeah.
And
I didn't see that
We
ever.
for sure did that because it would be like this core group. So it'd be like 3 different core groups, and they'd all rotate their schedule. Like you'd get math one time while we were doing English, and then
Mm-hmm.
we'd rotate. So yes, we did that. And I remember specifically my friend Brooke was in my homeroom class, and then like 2 of my best friends in the whole world were. And it was like
and it was the worst,
it was
right?
the
Still
worst,
sucks, yeah.
and it sucked.
Oh, because they got to have fun together,
And they
going
got
to
and
class.
my
Yeah.
friend Brooke, like at least I had her. Like it was
That's
one
a
of those
tough
like at least
way
we
to
had.
start 5th
Yeah.
grade.
It
really
was.
is.
But I actually still have. I have like a few friends that I still talk to constantly from 6th grade, which is
Wow.
I know it's very rare. One of them, my dad just married one of them.
Your
That
dad
sounds
married your
weird.
best friend
My
from
dad
6th
married my
grade?
best friend from
That's
6th grade.
awesome.
He's a
That's
minister,
a
so you
really-
should know that.
He shouldn't have
he's-
done that. He's a minister. He
So it's
should
okay
know
with
better.
I realized how it
Guys,
sounded
we don't
when I
know how
said
her
it.
parents felt,
Look,
so
okay,
let's
You're
relax.
right,
just
you're right.
listen. He married her,
It's up to
and
her
I'm
parents.
very
You're
okay
right.
with it. All right, nothing's weird about it.
That's the
no.
thing. If everyone's okay with it, it's not a problem.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Your best
this
friend's your
is-
mom. That's awesome.
Thank you. I think so too. No, he was the minister at her wedding, which is kind of a crazy thing that like my dad was the minister
fun.
at my 6th grade best friend's wedding.
What's fun about these what's interesting about these things getting plastered is that when I was growing up, they would be like 2 weeks before. So we'd have all the information. We'd talk to our friends back and forth. Now these schools don't want to deal with parents because once you put that information out there,
Oh, it's all the
a
parents
parent
like,
can go,
"Oh,
no,
yeah,
I'm going to
yeah."
switch my kid. They got to. So now they do it the day before school starts. So parents can't
That's
infiltrate
smart.
and be shitty parents.
Assholes,
smart.
yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. No, I do remember that. That is so cool and so crazy because it was different in high school. Obviously, you just got whatever class you got and you got it what time you got it. But homeroom was a big deal back then, and you got to see whether or not Walter Lewis was going to be in there and whether or not you were going to try and smooch him
Walter
in.
Lewis, huh?
Walter Lewis,
67-year-old Walter
Wow.
Lewis.
I know. It was a weird name. It was a really weird
Married
name.
my other best friend, Becky.
Yeah.
I got expelled for not expelled. I got suspended for kissing him on the playground. So,
Really?
yeah,
Girl.
huge
how,
deal.
How long was the
Huge.
suspension?
How long was the kiss?
It was 4 seconds.
Was it
Was it
worth
stifle
it?
me?
Were you like, I'll wait for you?
See you on the other side.
Tearing you away.
Kicking it, literally kicking and
100%.
screaming.
Yeah.
You can't separate us from love.
Wait for me.
Another.
As he's just tetherballing in the corner.
He's ignoring you hard.
He was so good at tetherball because he was so tall.
He was really tiny and wore the same blue sweatshirt
Well, he was-
every single day and he stank.
Was he tether tall?
He was tether
He
tall.
was tether tall.
That was really
He
good.
was tether tall.
Another interesting thing that they're doing is, so you guys had rotation in high school, right?
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
first, second, third,
Yeah.
all those periods. They instituted a policy where now it's like Monday it's first, second, third, and then Tuesday you start with second period, second, third, fourth, and then you
Weird.
end with first. So they rotate
What?
the periods throughout the week, which is
Probably
confusing.
because the kids are freaking dead for the first 2
Exactly.
hours of
So-
school, so they can't learn.
So if like one class you're struggling in because it's in the morning, later in the week it'll be in the
Smart.
afternoon.
It makes sense.
Oh.
It's actually pretty smart.
That
That's
sounds
nice.
like like a parent-teacher conference decision. Like parents
Yes.
were like, "Let's do
Let's
this."
do this. And
Yeah.
the teachers
'Cause that
were like,
didn't
"I
happen
don't
in
care,
my
I'm
fucking town."
underpaid."
Yeah.
I did read something recently, and this would only apply to us, but they got away with snow days. Now snow days are no longer they're online classes now. Isn't that the worst thing you've ever heard in your entire
I wonder.
life?
I mean, I had hurricane days, so maybe they
so
do
similar.
The same thing.
I think probably the same. And you had what, like too much sunshine days?
Too much sunshine,
Yeah.
way too nice day
Way
days.
too nice day days. They're
Yeah.
like,
Way too
"Stay
nice out
home.
days."
Yeah.
Have the joy of staying
Yeah.
home in this beautiful abyss.
Yeah, well, I was sad because we never got any types
I
of
got
days like
snow
that.
days, and it was pure joy. There's literally
Yeah.
nothing. There is no equivalent
yeah.
to
It's gotta be so
Christmas
cool.
morning might be the only equivalent to waking up and your mom going, "Guess what? It's a snow day."
Yeah.
Because then you can just stay at home and
Yeah, it's
sled
beautiful.
all. It's the best.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have that anymore. Guess what? It's a snow day. Go to your computer and take your class.
We used to, during hurricane days, we used to be able to go into the pool, and as long as there wasn't lightning in the vicinity, we could stay in there. But the moment there's lightning, we had to get out.
Yeah, you
gotta
get
get out of the
snow
pool. They're gonna be
day.
the last
Still good times. Still good
You had to
times.
get.
We had to
God, a
get.
hurricane day.
Kind of
It sounds
nice. Even if it was
At least
windy
snow day
and
is
rainy.
beautiful and elegant. Hurricane day is a pure night.
Hurricane day was terrifying sometimes, but we like to have a good time and we'd make a day out of it. You know, if we could. That was if we were allowed to go over to our friend's house because the forecast was looking safer than normal. It was good to go, but
Good God.
other
Let's
times
drive
we-
in our
we had
metal cars during
trees,
the lightning
trees landing in
storm.
our house, whatnot, destroying cars left and right. It was a good time. Florida's fun.
Horribly frightening name.
Horribly
like
frightening
Snow
day.
Day could be the name for a yearly celebration
Yeah.
in your town.
Yeah.
You guys ready for snow days?
Woo!
Not hurricane
No.
days.
No, there's nothing you can do. I mean, it's terrifying.
They
pure.
board up the windows. That's nice.
As an adult,
God.
snow day is when you stay home from work with your friends and do cocaine together.
Yeah. Or it's a day after you did a bunch of cocaine.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
But then
sorry,
you
I need
you
a
go
snow
to
day.
a local elementary and try to learn.
Yeah. Did we all answer your question?
I don't know if there's any other just like first day of school things that
There
you
was
loved.
nightmares for me. I was terrified every time. Yeah, it was just a small, especially in
I was
like
pretty
freshman,
nervous
sophomore.
about it too.
Yeah, I was like a nerdy kid, and I never felt like I fit in, and so then to meet a bunch of new people was horrifying.
Oh,
I remember
you hated it.
my first day of high school, my parents, it was like their 20th anniversary or something, and so they went to Hawaii, and so then like my parents weren't there on my first day of high school, which was the first
Oh,
time in like
no.
a public
God,
school
Mrs.
from a private
Morgan.
school. I know, yeah, they still feel bad about it, I think, but they had first class tickets that were gifted to them. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna use the
Oh,
first
I
class
remember
ticket.
hearing you tell this story.
And
Yeah.
it sounds
Wow.
like so. As I say it, it sounds sadder than I remember it being.
But
it was
actually kinda
definitely
frightening.
terrifying. Yeah, and I remember being like, I don't know. And I went to the wrong class at one point and was very just like flustered and nervous. But
Wait,
know,
did
I
you have a
survived.
relationship with your brother at that point where he was a protector, or did he like
Well,
just
he-
stay away from you?
He was,
Yeah, he
was
was
he
in
old?
college. He
Yeah,
was,
he
yeah.
was
So I had
gone.
cousins
Oh, wow.
stay with
My
me,
first
which
day,
was fun.
I was
great.
lucky enough to have Jake Newton as like one. He was a pretty popular kid because he was lovable in every facet of every meaning. But he was my protector day one of high school.
Cool.
He literally like walked me in and was
My
like,
brother took care of
"This
me,
is
too."
mine,
Yeah.
and do not.
How much older?
He was senior in high school when I was a freshman.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
so it was
that's
perfect.
That's great.
He was like senior homecoming king.
But that meant
when I came in.
he was leaving, and then you didn't have protection from him anymore.
But
Yeah,
he'd
but she
already
was
established me
established.
as
Yeah.
like,
That's good.
don't
Got
mess
it.
with Jake Newton's sister.
That's good.
And it was very nice and very sweet. But no, I also, you should know, 6th grade first day, I did cry a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. I got scared. It was
Yeah.
it's junior high. It's terrifying.
I was nervous all the time.
God, I was so
All
nervous.
the first days of
All
school
the first
were
days.
nervous for me.
It gives me anxiety thinking about it. Like,
Yeah.
I think it was like a miserable experience.
Really?
But like I get nervous
think it
going
really
into a
was, yeah.
tunnel as an
Yeah,
adult.
that's true. You do.
So I was
Yeah.
pretty. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how
I
nervous
get
I
it.
get.
All I'll say is just really hone on that first day school outfit, because I think that really
Oh,
got
we
me
do
through
every
a
year.
lot. That got me through so much.
Gotta have a nice first
Hey,
day.
I had a really cool sweater that looked like Christina's Ricci sweater in Casper,
Pretty cool.
and pretty much wore it every single day.
Oh no, I was wearing something where like one of the nerdiest kids would come up to me and go like, "It's Ghostbusters, cool."
Like you were signaling.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
It is funny how it's like this weird, awkward, like social modeling runway show
Yeah.
the first
Yeah.
day of school for all these
Oh,
kids.
cool. You like Michelangelo? Cool. I'm more of a Leonardo myself because I like the swords.
I'm a Donatello for sure.
Oh, cool. Joe, you wearing those black dance pants? You're gonna wear them every day for the next 3 weeks? Cool. Awesome. I'm gonna punch you in the face later.
Hey, Steve, you gonna wear that sweatshirt even though it's hot?
Man, I hated that one. That used to be one when, oh man, like wearing
Yeah.
a shirt when you go swimming, and all the kids
You
would be like,
have to.
Yeah.
take your shirt off, and I'd be like, I don't
No.
I remember
know.
I had a
not gonna.
friend who had a pool in his backyard. His parents were like literally the Huxtables. His dad was a doctor. His mom was a lawyer.
Beautiful.
And we'd go
Good
to
on
his
him.
house, and I got to swim in his pool. And I remember I went over there, and I didn't take my shirt off. I was just swimming with my shirt on. And his dad was like, "Take that shirt off." And I was like, "Oh, hey, Mr. Anderson, how are you?" I said, "Take that shirt off."
Why did he want you to
Whoa.
take
And I was like, "I'm just swimming with my shirt on."
I'm literally Mr. Huxtable.
Yeah.
Take your shirt off.
He was like, "Why the hell are you wearing your shirt, son?"
I hate that man made you take your shirt off.
That's so funny.
That makes me like upset for you and that man. I'm like, I want to.
Oh yeah, it was awful. It was a terrifying experience for me
I bet.
because I was like, I didn't want to. That's why I'm wearing my shirt.
And why did he care?
Yeah, it was weird.
That's a weird.
Peter is falling like slowly in love with the couch that Delman got him.
I told
and
you.
he keeps sending me updates every few hours going, hey, just want to let you know the couch is still looking good, still growing on me, just so you know. And he's like, I'll update you on the couch in a couple hours.
Was he worried about it? It's a
he's-
really good
the text
couch. It's
message is
beautiful.
him being like, here's the couch. He sent the one with lights on it, and I go, no.
No, absolutely not.
I'll tell him.
What can I see a picture of?
I think he's got such a fun little dry sense of humor.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah,
much
it's
was that?
really good looking. $350.
$300.
Where?
He was like, basically, he's like, if
Delman
I don't
found
like
it.
it, he was
I
like,
need a new couch.
will you buy it? And I was like, yes, I will buy it from you because I like it a lot.
If you see another couch, just
You
send
got to
me
give me
one.
specifics. That's not how
Just
that
a good
works.
couch.
Dude, it's crazy. Yeah, Delman came through perfectly.
Yeah.
Like that was exactly what Pete was looking
Yeah.
for, and it was like he'd kind of forgotten about it and was like, "You want to see it again?" It's a very like manly kind of like
It's a Chesterfield.
Yeah, Chesterfield. There you
Was
go.
it an estate sale?
No, Delman's a part of this weird fucking group that it's like old set designers,
Oh.
and they like it's like a very
just cool.
specific
each other all the
niche
things that
group.
all these studios are just going to throw
Yep.
away.
He's found like taxidermy that way and shit. It's really cool. But Delman comes through.
Yeah, that's great. Look at that.
Isn't it beautiful? And it's real leather. That's crazy to me.
That used
It's
to be
not faux
alive.
leather.
Used to
But
be
you know that
alive.
there's a couple of ways to clean it that I'll tell Pete that are like can cherry that baby up like a mother. Yeah, real beautiful stuff. Just an update.
he would do that.
I'm kind of loving. Did you like that? You're in that. You should like that. There we go. Great.
I like your pictures even when I'm not in them.
You should like that. You're in that.
Mm-hmm.
How we doing over there, Gator?
Got
it.
The look
All
of love.
Cool guys.
Your eyes.
Whoa. That was horrible.
Once again, another
How you
technical
feeling, Kate?
difficulty. Kate, how you feeling? Good.
All right, let's knock the last ones out.
All right.
Okay. Listen. Do
Do you think we nailed it?
should we do a recap of Dr. Huxtable and Steve, this tale of Dr. Huxtable?
Well,
and
I
Steve
think we
Zergation?
got the audio of it.
We're
We
good.
got the audio of
Yeah,
it.
cool.
But you can finish it by saying it was one of the worst experiences.
Yeah,
of
it
your
was just
entire life.
it was just like a really uncomfortable
What a
experience.
Weird,
Yeah.
weird
Yeah.
thing that man did. I'm angry for you about that man. And
Yeah.
also,
So
as an
many-
adult,
yeah.
never tell a child to take their shirt off.
So
Yeah.
many adults used
How's
to do
that?
that crap to me
How's
all
that?
the time.
You okay, Joe?
Yeah, this is like the most human penis I've ever seen on a dog.
Oh my
I
God.
can't wait to see it.
It is actually the most.
Joe, you already had your topic.
I don't like that at all.
Joe, you already had your topic. Dude, it is the most human penis I've ever seen on a dog.
I
It's
lo-
a cute picture of
I
a
love
dog
that it's not even
sleeping.
about
It's not
it's
about
about
it.
the dog sleeping, but Joe just got real
Oh,
freaked
it made
out
me
by that
feel real
wiener.
weird.
It's about a dog sleeping.
It looks like a little dog, man.
It does look like a little dog, man.
Elliot, what's your topic?
Guys, should I do topic or should I do to read?
Why don't you do a read and then we'll get into the topic?
Oh yeah.
Let me
Oh,
guys.
yeah, that's right.
Let me tell you about a little thing.
We got a new sponsor.
I wonder what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Robinhood, the app Robinhood. Okay, let me tell you what Robinhood is. Okay, first of all, there's no cost or commission fees.
Ooh.
All right, and this is how you're going to learn to trade some stocks. All right, so this is my new thing, and it actually relates somewhat to not at all really, but what I'm going to talk about for my subject. So here's the deal with Robinhood. If you're not familiar with it, I've tried it out. It's super fun. You download it, you hook up like your bank account or whatever, you can just start buying stocks. I now own stock in Zynga. Joe, hit him with the fact.
Ooh, you get a free stock when you sign up. They hit me up with a stock from Sprint, which
There you go.
means I now own the former Verizon guy because that's how it works.
Yeah.
And here's the deal. It's one of these apps that's like so cool and so well designed and so easy and fun that it makes something that used to be incredibly complicated pretty simple. So other brokerages charge up to $10 for every trade, but Robinhood, guess what? Doesn't charge commission fees. Trade stocks and keep all of your profits. Isn't that crazy? Also, the design is super easy to use. Okay, there's like easy to understand charts and market data and you can place a trade in just 4 taps on your smartphone, which is pretty cool. Robinhood web platform also lets you view stock collections. So there's 100 most popular sectors like entertainment and social media, and curated categories like female CEOs, in case that's something that you're wanting to invest in, and analyst ratings of buy, hold, sell for every stock. Okay, and you learn how to trade stocks by actively doing it, and you can invest as you build your portfolio. You can discover new stocks and track your favorite companies with personalized news feeds, which is pretty cool. And that's basically what you do.
It's
And
really
freaking cool.
It is cool, and it's perfect for people like myself, and I assume you too, and Elliot as well.
know
which
nothing
are,
about
we know
stocks.
nothing.
Yep,
yet.
nothing.
Wow.
It's so fun.
And it makes it kind of fun, and you learn it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it shows like a little line. So anyway, here's how you're going to do it. If you want to do this in a way that helps out the Valleycast, we would super appreciate it. So Robinhood is giving listeners a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help build your portfolio. You can sign up at valley.robinhood.com. That's valley.robinhood.com. valley.robinhood.com. All right.
Check it out. Do it. Let
Thanks,
us know
guys.
what free stock you
Ooh,
got.
I'm gonna
So-
learn all the stocks.
Here's my subject. It's super quick. We don't got to
Actually, Elliot, I'm sorry. Really quick, Joe, I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
Yeah.
In searching
Good
through
for you, buddy.
Alf information,
Yeah.
Joe was right. One of Alf's catchphrases is "Where's the cat?"
Where's the cat?
And I'm gonna play it right now. I have a clip of it. Here it is.
Where's the cat?
Oh man.
So, Joe, I'm sorry. You were absolutely right. There's
Where's the cat?
that famous line from Alf.
Can you play it one more time because
Yeah.
it's ringing a
Yeah,
bell?
I
I'm so
know.
sorry,
now
Joe.
now
Let's
that
hear
I
it-
hear
let's
it,
hear the
it's,
catchphrase one more
it's
time.
so in there.
Where's the cat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it?
and that's really. I'm surprised it doesn't have the laugh track in there at
Yeah.
the end of that because it got a big laugh every
Where's
time.
the cat?
I recently
There's
saw
no catchphrase. There's "Where's the
online.
cat?"
It hurts to laugh.
I recently saw online a commercial for Yummy Buffet in which they used all that voice. Where it was like, Yummy Buffet, come 10:29 on
That's so
Sundays.
funny.
And it was really beautiful.
Oh, dude, that's great.
That's
What's your
really
topic,
funny.
buddy?
My topic is a very quick one, but I'm really excited because I'm throwing a poker night because apparently I'm doing that now, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm getting into it, and I know we've talked about.
Hold on, I'm
certain-
sorry. I don't mean to ever stop you.
Of course,
Joe, you have to put your phone down and quit looking up Where's the Cat.
I have to find
No.
out.
I'm telling you,
No,
it's
you're
not.
fine.
it.
It's way. By the
No,
time
there's
you're
no-
finding
it's
where's my
not-
cat, it'll be perfect.
I'm
because-
telling you, Joe,
or
it's
where's the
not.
cat?
It's
It's not
not a
there,
quote.
buddy.
I've looked.
Alpha attempts to eat a cat.
No, stop. We know that he wanted to eat the cat. Where's the cat? Is
Where's
not-
the cat?
There's
Oh my
one line
God.
where he said, "Where's Kate?"
There you go, Kate. You got it.
Anyway,
Sorry, Elliot.
it's okay.
No, go. You're throwing a poker
No, I'm
night.
just excited about it, and it'll be really fun, and it'll be at my place.
Are you
and
excited
it'll
to like
be-
Do you
smoke
wanna-
cigars?
I was gonna say,
and
how-
all
are
of
you-
it?
Do you
I'm
want to
really
talk about the
excited.
debauchery that's in it?
There's a lot of debauchery. There's gonna be some smoking and some drinking
Whiskey?
and tables and whiskey.
Wait a
What
minute.
is
You're
the,
telling me
uh,
right now that a bunch of white men are going to get together and
And
play
women.
poker
There's
and
women
smoke
invited.
cigars
There's
and
white
drink?
women there.
Oh,
There's
white
white
women.
women
You're telling me
as
a bunch
well.
of white
There's a
people
bunch
are
of
going to
white
get
women
together and
there.
smoke cigars and play poker?
Right, so it feels like very
What's the
basic.
ante? What are we
but
putting
here's
in here?
Every element of the basicness of it, from the chips to the buy-in to the cards to the level of skill, and like the fact that there's
Is
drinks.
mediocre.
I still like how basic it is. It
Yeah,
feels like
it's
the
okay to
most,
like basic.
It's almost like I'm gonna go enjoy a game of baseball or something. Like it feels
No, I
very
get it.
American.
As
and like,
much as game night is basic, I would love a game night.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I'd
just
be like,
nice.
Yeah, I'll play charades.
also,
with my
it's
friends.
occurred to me that
Oh,
like
yeah.
so
like
many
Monopoly
Yeah.
or something? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like we're all like we hang out all the time, and that's very nice. But like it's very, and then like if I'm doing the comedy thing, that's cool. But like it's very rare that there is like time where
Yes.
people come over
Yeah.
and congregate and hang out. Like that happens.
I get
we do
that.
that in like the like gaps between doing other things, and so this is like a nice,
But it's
like,
a nice night.
formal.
That's-
Like we're not doing anything else. It's gonna be fun.
It's like
I'm
why
excited.
adults have dinner parties and stuff, and like
Yeah.
Delman's parents, they
Dinner
still
parties,
they do
yeah.
like game nights, like
Yep.
on
Game nights are
bi-weekly
rad
game
when-
nights
Yeah,
on
game
Saturday.
nights are super
Yeah.
rad.
They're rad.
And
So
we-
I get it.
with
You're
the right
moving into
people.
adulthood
My
by
kid-
having a
Yeah.
time to
excited.
hang out.
Have you guys thrown game nights before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've attended some. If you get the right,
I've attended shit.
you gotta get the right
attended
group of
some.
people. I want to
It's so
follow
true.
up. I want to follow up next week after your night.
A lot of
Yeah.
ones doing it
Because I
right
want to
now.
know about the dynamic. Like, is it going to be like a talkie
Right.
table? Is it going to be like a super
guys
serious?
gonna get
Everybody's into the
mean?
game
That's what I
because
was asking
money's
him
on the
yesterday.
line.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you don't know until you do it.
Right. Yeah.
And one personality can change the
Dude,
whole
that's
dynamic.
That's exactly what I
True.
said to Elliot yesterday.
so
I said
true.
like, because he asked if I wanted to join in, and I
Sure.
thought it was very sweet. I appreciated the invitation.
He doesn't want to do it.
I know. I'm trying to
just,
convince him.
Well, I'm slightly intimidated by the game because it's kind
Sure.
of confusing, and
It's
I'm not really
okay.
into that kind
I
of
get
stuff.
it.
And
We'll
I
do
feel like there's a lot
Pictionary.
of pressure on playing the game correctly.
Yeah.
and there's
Like
a lot
I'm
of,
not good at even
With
shuffling.
certain groups, for
cannot
sure.
shuffle, and that's what I'm saying. Like, so I was like, this is one. Like, I thank you for the invite, but this is one of those things where like one person's gonna take it too seriously and be too competitive or something, and then it's not gonna be fun for
Sure.
everybody else.
Sure.
Like, I just know how
Yeah.
these things go. I'm hoping it doesn't go that way because
It's
you're
like
doing it with a
when
group
your
of funny
friend
people.
brings
Yeah.
their moron girlfriend to trivia.
Right,
And
right.
she's like, I'm positive this is what it is. And you're like,
Yeah.
stop talking.
How come there's no questions about Real Housewives
I know.
in there?
And
Yeah.
it's like, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, Phoebe's cat was named Smelly Cat. And you're like,
This is a
not-
carefully curated group of dudes, but I think you're right that it's still like you never know.
You
is
never
that the
know.
podcast
I could
that
end
you're
up
going
being
to
that
start?
guy. Like I'm trying
Carefully curated group of dudes.
carefully curated group of
Yeah.
dudes.
I
yeah.
also want to know if they're in for the long haul. Like, it's like no, but you know
Yeah.
what?
Me too.
to know if
I need to know. Because there's a difference.
Yeah.
Because if
on.
you get an invite to
Alright.
the second night, like
Yep.
you need to know if this is a
No.
6-hour endeavor or if people are like after
Right.
2 hours just
How
are like all
it-
in. Fuck it.
This, no
Yep.
offense, this poker game already sounds so intense.
It's gonna be super
One,
fun.
Listen to me. It's a $25 bet first in. Two,
No
you
slap
better
downs.
be no
It's
slap
$30,
downs.
3 $10
Hey,
buy-ins.
Three.
guys, we're
You
going green here. We're going
Better
red.
be in for the long haul.
No down for flips, 3 down on
Have
not.
to know.
And don't forget, we're 4 on the floor.
And remember that it's turd nergies. Turd nergies, okay?
Yeah, guys.
turd nerds.
Hey, we're
Now,
talking park
by the
rules.
time of the blast,
Yeah.
I want you guys all in.
And
all
by
right?
the way, park rules. I don't want to hear any. I don't want to hear any crying.
Absolutely not.
Park rules.
You are in for the long haul. We're talking 18 to 24
right.
months.
No 2 flip on a double up.
No 2 flip on a double up.
I think it was a good choice.
That's
for
a
you not to
t-shirt.
go.
Yeah. No 2 flip on a double up.
That's a t-shirt right
No
there.
2 flip on a double up.
Wait, one more question about your night.
Jesus.
Are you ordering in or are you making people do like a potluck situation?
There's going to be food available for sure, but if people want to bring things, that'd be great. I know if you are
great.
able to come. I don't know if there'll be IPAs, but I'll probably grab some IPAs.
That's great.
just
I
in
like
case.
that.
You talking jalapeno poppers
Talking
over
some
here?
jalapeno
What are you talking?
poppers.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I
are you?
thought,
Or are
yeah.
you taking like? Are you talking like we're gonna make stuff for poker night? Or are you talking like 2 pizzas?
I don't know. I haven't got that far. What do you think? What would you want? If
Oh,
you
so
were-
all you are going and I'm
I'm
not?
not going.
Okay.
I don't know how.
I know-
Well, I figured if you're going, then I've got to go now.
My husband would be
please.
someone that would go.
Delman was.
There we
Steve,
go.
you
Delman
said it
is
yourself.
on
But
the
I'm
invite
not
list.
going.
But you're not going with Delman. So
No.
I was gonna say if the
don't think
3 of
we
you are gonna be
You
there, I'm
and
gonna feel very.
I-
I would feel like
No.
I was
Sorry,
the one
Steve.
Valley
No 2
Club
pops on a
holdout.
double up. No,
No,
way.
2 pops. I
they're
would
kinda
be.
crossing
You
up
and
on a
I will
double
be
up
in
now.
the corner.
These are park rules.
Doing like first word, sounds like.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that
yeah.
would be us.
We'll be in
Yeah.
the back room. We'll be at the tinier table
Yes.
playing Uno.
Yeah, 100%.
with M&M.
I was
Also-
playing Uno. I put.
So I'd be like, and I raise you a yellow.
Oops, sorry. It looks like I'm down about 2 or 3 at this point.
Now they
Keep
moved,
them covered.
they moved on to playing with pepperonis. They've peeled off the pizza.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, I get it.
I don't know if it's gonna be snacks or pizzas.
Okay,
We're gonna
good.
find out
This
later.
is fun, man.
Exciting. This
Do you
is
want to throw out
You're an adult.
your address and the time? So
Yeah,
if any
ladies and
listeners
gentlemen,
want to
I'm
show up.
Why don't you live
230
stream it?
North Kenwood.
I wonder if people do that.
Live stream
Oh,
a
I
poker
bet.
game.
That's not my
Yeah.
address, by the way.
I bet.
Hey,
I-
update on Where's the Cat?
God damn.
I did
it.
some extensive research
Extensive
myself during this
research.
topic.
Is this a joke for? Is
No.
it, are you into? What's going on?
And
I
I
think he-
really thought. Okay, here's the thing.
Wait, hold
it's
up.
as confusing to me as it is to you.
Is this
I
a
want you to
Berenstain
know.
Bears thing? Because
No.
it almost sounds
no,
like
I know exactly what it is now. Alf has many quotes about
He
the
does
cat.
have many quotes.
Many.
Well, in
Where's the
general.
cat? From what I can tell, is not one of them. But I did have a friend
Where's the
that
cat?
told me it constantly, and I think that's what happened.
You had a friend who was incorrectly quoting Alf.
Yes.
That
the
caught on
cat?
as a
I'm gonna,
catchphrase of
I'm gonna
Alf.
throw
too.
him under the bus.
God.
Andrew Weed, you son of a bitch! You just embarrassed me in front of like 6 people that listen
Where's
to
the
this.
cat?
Where's the cat? Where's the cat?
Okay, just an FYI, one of the quotes is, "The only good cat is a stir-fried
Ooh,
cat."
There's
Oh,
a lot
wow.
of there's a
Great
lot
one.
of bad Alf quotes
Yeah,
on this thing.
that's great.
I don't know if it was a good show. Okay, moving on.
All right. I have a topic, and it actually is kind of related to Joe's topic a little bit because he was talking about it the other day. He was talking about Hayden having her little school list and like all that, this, that, and the other thing. And it does feel summery. So I would always do summer reading lists. Did you guys have these growing up?
yeah, I never read it.
Summer
I didn't
goals,
either.
we'd have them. We had a thing called Book It.
I know
so
what
it's
you're
very
talking
similar.
about, but I did not read them.
I
Yeah.
always did.
Really?
I always read them.
Really? You
yeah.
read over the summer?
Yeah, a lot.
Wow. I guess
I
kids
grew up
did
in the
that.
mountains. Remember that, like, my parents didn't really have TV. They
Right.
didn't allow TV, really.
Oh,
so
that makes sense.
we would literally be like, wake
just
up,
can't
go
imagine.
outside and read.
It sounds lovely.
It was
I mean,
lovely.
Imagine
it was
if
nice.
you have a summer
it
off
was
to
nice.
read.
Yeah. I read a lot. But this is what I was going to say, because I always, every summer, I feel like a little nostalgic, and I'm always like, I want to pick up and read something that I really love. But I like series, and I like world building. I like sci-fi fantasy. That's what I like to read because it's escapism, because I don't want to hear
Sure.
anything about natural life. So I would always read them, but I love that. And so I was looking for, and I'm actually going to put it out because it's a selfish thing that I'm doing 100%, is I'm going to ask everyone to give me their, like, what they would say is the best summer reading. I love Harry Potter so much, and I want like a new like fantasy series or something that really gets you lost. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is another series that Tattoo. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo
Yeah.
was another series that like really got me lost and deep in there. So it doesn't have to be sci-fi fantasy. But then it was a second part question. So one is I'm doing a call and saying, give me your series of books that made you like totally lose your mind and actually want to read and be like, I'm picking that book up every single night because I just have to know how it ends. Give me those because I want them and
As
I
a
need
kid?
them.
That's
As a kid that I might not have read, or as an adult, like
got it.
anything that you have as a series that you're like, you have to see this. It's escapism for sure.
Oh, you
Is
want
that-
actual suggestions?
Yes, I want actual suggestions.
Oh, 'cause I was gonna be like
Suggestions from
Goosebumps.
yeah, great. I love it.
He's got
But
like 72
also-
books.
Say
This
cheese
is
and
my-
die.
say-
That's a wonderful finale.
Okay, but also this is my question to you guys, because it's, I think, a pretty good one. If you could, and you have to kind of answer it relatively quickly because you don't have much time to think about it, because that's my rules and I'm doing
Okay.
it. If you could be a part of any world, like Lord of the Rings,
Oh, yeah, I got
Harry
it.
Potter,
I got it, yeah.
even like
No, we got
Blade
it.
Runner.
We're good.
If you any of those, you
I'm
got
ready.
it.
Got
You
it.
get it.
Yeah,
you
I
got
got
it.
it.
Joe,
Yeah, I
you
got
have
it.
to get. You have 4 seconds.
Okay.
4,
We got it.
3. I don't know why I'm doing it so intensely.
Got it.
Mine would 100% be Harry Potter.
Harry
I
Potter.
think everyone knows that about me, that I need it. I love it. I ache for it in my bones. I feel like when I die, I'll go to Harry Potter world.
excellent choice.
Yeah, thank
The
you.
theme park at Universal.
100%.
It's actually really small, but they do a lot with
I'm gonna be the
perspective.
one
They certainly
guy.
do. Yeah,
For
It
sure.
Looks like a big city from
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
because
It's
it's
small,
forced
tight,
perspective.
real
It's
small.
like a city block, but it
Yeah.
looks like a
It's
world.
less than a city block for sure.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Okay, mine would be Harry Potter. Like, I need it. I crave it in my bones. Steve, what would yours be?
Middle Earth for sure.
Yeah.
Great
Okay.
choice.
Yeah.
Wait,
I mean,
Because
would
you still got some Harry
would you
Potter
be a
elements
hobbit?
there.
yeah, I'd love to live in the Shire. Obviously, this would be post the War of the Ring.
Sure.
But yeah, I would love to live
Yeah.
in the Shire. Just a beautiful, comfortable.
Yeah. I get
place
it.
where you
Simple.
just eat pies and drink tea.
I'm also
going to
preface mine. I would want to go back as a child to Harry Potter, so I could go to Hogwarts.
Yeah.
You
I
wanna
don't
go to
wanna be,
school.
I don't
Like,
want to be an
the full-
adult
I
going
think that
there.
goes without
I need
saying.
to.
Has
right.
anybody
Fully
made that
immersive,
series
so.
like adult night school Harry Potter, where muggles that didn't get a chance to go to
Yeah,
school
Oh, that's
that's
pretty
funny.
funny.
get a chance?
Surely that's been done. That's
Nah.
very
Had to
good,
have,
but
right?
yeah, if it hasn't, that's
Cut it out, Kate. We're using it.
Kate, cut it out.
Harry
cut it
Potter
out. It's
night
ours.
school.
It's our idea.
There's no way that hasn't been used.
It's ours.
Mine would be Zelda for sure, because it's
Oh.
sprawling.
Hyrule?
Yeah, Hyrule, sprawling lands, different creatures,
There's
different
4
bosses,
people that live there.
Goal oriented. There's 4 people. They say the same thing.
Dude,
I'm not
Breath
gonna
of the
name surprises.
Wild's world is like.
It's awesome.
That's
I would
the
live
thing,
there.
yeah.
Really?
It's very
I
good.
haven't played it. I'm so excited to
Would you
one
need
day
to
get
like?
back into Zelda.
Would you be just you complacent, or would you need to like be?
I
want to
go on the I want to go on the adventure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
need
wow.
to be a journeyman. That's what I'm saying.
You would do like a
You would do
Zelda
a Zelda,
style
yeah.
adventure.
Yeah, if it's the same way. I mean, if it's assuming it's not like super terrifying, but like fully immersive
You'd be
VR.
scared.
It would be terrifying.
Which
It
is
would be
why
ter-
I
like
think
skeletons coming
that
out of
as
the ground.
much as
be
you
really
say
cool.
that you want to just chill in the Shire, I do think you might want to.
Well, this is why I said post-War of the Ring.
I
Because I
know.
feel like most evil has been.
I'm just saying,
has been
I feel like you
defeated.
would actually want, because I think I would want to defeat Voldemort. Like,
Think
I
about
I
how
would.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
like,
I'm
if-
fine.
if you start out
I'm fine.
like
I'm good.
with Harry Potter, if you start out in like the beginning and you go through the schooling process, I think it'd be the same with Zelda, because you'd start out and you'd be like
Yeah.
a baby Link or
You'd
whatever, or
learn
however the
everything,
games
yeah.
would start. So yeah, you kind of like work your way
Yeah,
up
I get it.
slowly. I think that'd be fun.
It'd be a
I'd have a
great
good
time.
time.
Yeah, I'd like
Joe?
to spend a lot of time with Elder Wizard Jesus Christ in the Kingdom of Heaven.
We're talking about the Bible here.
Dude, you're dropping some hot Joes
You
today.
want to build an
They are some hot Joes.
We
You're
got a
really-
hot,
you're-
hot cup of Joe.
You really like Tired Joe is really
Tired Joe.
fun.
Yeah.
that's bull. Actually, a Demolition Man.
Based off the New York Times best-selling novel.
The Bible.
Is yours Demolition Man, Joe? Because I gave you 4 seconds, and now it has to be Demolition
I want
Man.
only Taco Bell forever. Harry Potter jumped into my mind. You guys said all the good ones, Lord of the Rings, and then I started thinking about it, and Lord of the Rings might be slightly superior just
Yeah,
because there's
it is
wizards there
good.
too. So you go to
Yeah.
Harry Potter Land for the magic, but then you get so much more. But then you start
see,
thinking
then I
about
get
Harry
my-
Potter, and it's all there too.
Harry Potter's too
But it's
confined,
modern.
in my opinion. It's mostly at Hogwarts, and so that limits
And you have to be
your
very
experience.
hidden
But
about
that's
your
where the
abilities
yeah.
that's
and
where the
stuff.
I'm still
story
into
was
it.
located. But there's a
Still
whole
very
world, and
into
there's
it.
magic all over the earth, and it's modern times.
That's true. That's a great point.
The bad part
That
about
is the modern
living
times. I do
back in the
like-
day in the Shire
You have to
and Middle
poop in a
Earth
bucket.
is that
You're
it's
gonna
still
have to
dirty.
poop in a bucket.
There's probably
Still dirty.
outhouses.
Every birth is still a
Still.
home birth. No way, man.
Yeah, there's still home births of
I mean, we all
hobbits.
came from home births,
candles,
basically.
Candles.
Not at all.
No,
We were all birthed
I was
into a
I was actually birthed
trough.
at home.
Were you?
Yeah, in
Wow.
it, I was 100%
Were
home.
you gutter birth?
Which was a horrible idea because I
You were
had a
gutter birth?
backwards heart, a gutter
You were a
birth.
tap water
I was
birth?
a tap water birth. Yeah, I was like, no, actually, I was a pond birth. I was
Oh,
a very
pond water.
rare pond.
So you were a
birth.
koi birth.
Koi birth. Yeah.
Man, we've talked about all this before. Another good one that would be fun is Doctor Who.
Oh, yeah.
See, Doctor Who's
The
good, and I
Whoverse.
also
'Cause you get
on a
everything.
Sidetrack. I would also Fifth Element. Like I would actually want to be a part of that world. Like I
Sure.
loved it a lot. I wish that was a
Batman.
series.
I do think
Batman.
being a companion
Gotham.
of the Doctor would be like
A blast.
a wonderful time because there's
Blast.
nothing could happen to you. The Doctor
I
will
don't
take
know.
care of you.
They all seem conflicted.
well,
they
sure,
also all
but
seem in love.
The 1989, the Burton Batman films, I think is such a cool, immersive,
Yeah, see,
weird
that's a really
world.
Roger
cool,
Rabbit.
yeah.
Wouldn't you want to go to
Ooh.
Toontown?
Oh,
Roger
I
Rabbit would
want,
be the
I
primary.
want
Yeah.
that.
Roger
yeah.
Rabbit wins.
Roger,
yeah,
Roger,
yeah.
yeah?
Forget everything I said.
If
Roger
there
Rabbit.
was a
Roger Rabbit.
Toontown,
Okay, you're
I
welcome,
would
buddy.
live there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
there
I
it
would
is.
be the only
Would
human that
be-
lives in Toontown.
Does that take over
would-
Lord
oh
of the
my God,
Rings?
yeah.
Toontown? Toontown?
No, I'd still
still
live in
Lord
the
of the
Shire.
Rings.
I
think.
still think it's
Oh yeah.
fascinating.
I mean, not Toontown. I wouldn't live in Toontown. I would live in.
Roger
Yeah,
Rabbit world.
because
I live in LA.
Because
Yeah.
Toontown was terrifying. It was such an amazing creative choice they made because Toontown did not look like it was fun to live
No,
in.
it looked
No.
It'll look like
crazy.
a constant nightmare.
It was
Yeah.
hell.
yeah.
Like it was
'Cause it was
dirty.
just
It was
singing-
violent.
Well, no, that's not true. It's like
It was wild.
It was just
wild.
insane.
Yeah.
It was just like singing and happiness everywhere.
Well, no, I guess once you go through the
You're talking
the
as a
tunnel,
human.
but when you go to like Toontown City, it's just like it was
I
disgusting.
don't know what you're thinking of.
I'm talking about downtown too.
Yeah, when it's like
Toontown.
dark and it's like
Like the
all this
alleyways
blooming-
and stuff, you
there's
mean?
water everywhere.
The whole city of
Is that what you're talking
Toontown was
Downtown
just
Toontown.
gross.
Downtown Toontown.
If you remember correctly.
You remember
But
The
Downtown
beginning
Toontown.
of Toontown was great.
Yeah.
He's talking about the deepness. But the downtown Toontown,
When you got to like the city,
when
Yeah.
his car crashes and he's in the city and everything just goes nuts.
like
go back
equivalent
and
to
watch
us,
it.
it'd be like
I
when you
think
come
that's
into
kinda what's
Hollywood,
happening,
it's
yeah.
really nice.
I
When
don't
you go to
remember it
downtown
looking-
LA,
Well, isn't it kind of like? I mean, maybe I'm misremembering, but like it's almost like you walk in or you drive in and it's very happy, and then when you get past that initial happiness, you start seeing that everything is just crashing into each other, and there's like
Well, it's just chaos.
things
It's just
exploding.
a cartoon world.
Yeah. It's like you kind of see. I think isn't that kind of like the feeling you're supposed to get? Like you see behind the
I guess.
The
the
veil.
veneer of the happy. Yeah, cool.
God, that's beautiful.
It's a beautiful.
Joe, did you pick
beautiful
yours
film.
actually, or did you?
It was kind of a little bit of all your guys'.
Well,
I
I'm
like
glad
them
all. How that works.
I'm glad to say that
Like I
not
said, my
only
initial thought was Harry Potter,
It's not how it works.
but then I talked it out because I had more time.
not only are we out of time, Lee, unfortunately, I've also found a list of Alf's most famous quotes. If you guys want to hear them,
Where's the cat?
here's the first one, guys. I don't know if you Alf fans remember this quote.
Let's hear it.
Call the police. Call the police.
Do you remember that
I
one?
don't remember it. I don't. It's coming back to me a little bit.
Okay, here's another
Yeah.
one. If you guys are ready for this, here we go.
No problem.
Do you guys remember that?
Do it again.
Sure. Sorry, it's
Sure.
the website. You know, it's
Yeah,
just the
yeah.
website quotes here.
No problem.
Okay, no, it
Okay,
does sound
I saw
familiar.
Kate wasn't
actually.
laughing at all, and I thought maybe she could hear what you were doing and just wasn't laughing at it. But
Oh, okay.
that's
She
not
just
the
can't
case.
hear
She
what.
just can't hear. She's also.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Do you
Oh,
remember
you can't.
Sick Kate. Brain.
Um,
oh, I can hear it.
What about this quote
It's
from
just
Alf, guys?
okay.
How about this one?
You're out of this world. How about a hug for the old offer?
Okay.
Golfer. Is that
Hey, why don't
You're
you
out of this world. How about a hug for the old golfer?
golfer?
just wrap this guy up, Steve?
And how about this one, guys? You remember
Okay.
this quote?
Comedies and
I
threes.
killed me. H.A.
That's
Remember
right.
that
You
one?
did say that a lot.
Yeah.
I killed me.
H.A.
H.A.
No, he'd say H.A.
Was that supposed to be ha?
Yeah.
I'd kill me. H.A.
And then one final one here, guys,
Oh my
just
God.
to end this off.
Wow.
Go fuck yourself.
Remember when he would say that? Remember Alf would come into the room and
Wait, hold on. Do it again. Just
they'd all be having dinner and Alf would just come in and he'd go,
Go fuck yourself.
and then the whole crowd would go nuts.
You remember that?
You guys remember that?
really good. Really good,
All right, well,
everybody.
thank you. Yeah. Woo! He said it! He said it! Okay, well, guys, thank you for listening.
Hold on. I need someone to make me an Elf T-shirt that says "Go fuck yourself."
It's just Alf with a talk bubble.
I need
Go
it.
fuck yourself.
I need it so badly. I need it so bad.
Yeah, that'd be so great. All right, guys. Well, thanks for
beautiful
listening to the Valleycast. We
Oh,
appreciate
God.
all of you listeners, all you little BBs out there, our Valley Cats, our folks out in the valley.
Out in the valley.
And if you guys want to be a patron, which you're like, Patreon, but if you're a patron, not only do you get this podcast early, which is Mondays every week, whereas if you wait, it comes out Thursdays, then you're also getting some pretty cool perks, and you're helping shape the future of the Valley folk, which is a very important thing. Since if you've seen what we're doing, I think we're doing pretty good
Yeah,
stuff. I think
I
it
love
looked
it.
good, feeling proud. We're all
Yeah,
pretty proud of what we're
nice.
putting out there.
We filmed
time.
a sketch yesterday where now I'm hurt.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we're filming more stuff today. Every day is becoming busier and busier for us, and it just means that more content is coming very soon for you
you.
guys. So any bit helps if you go to patreon.com/thevalleyfolk to help us, continue this machine of hilarity,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
Love
love
that.
it.
That was very well put
was
and
very well
succinct.
put.
Thank you, man. Anything else? Anybody want to say anything else?
All good. Where's the
I
cat?
feel great. Oh,
Go
boy.
fuck yourself.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for listening. We'll catch you next time on the Valleycast.
Bye.